should be unifying factor, lakini si could discriminate other guys, na hapo ndio Ruto hakuwa anapenda. Ukiangalia Ruto, despite hata kama alikuwa very tribal venye watu walikuwa wanamsema, but the moment alipata power aliona it is good for all the communities, for all the regions to share that national cake. Lakini hapo ndio Gachagua hakuwa anaelewana na nao vizuri, because for the entire region to get that part of the cake, inamaanisha kuna some promises zenye alimake to Gachagua of which alikuja kuchukua baadaye, na hapo ndio disagreement ilianza. I may not know much because mimi sikukuwa wakiform hiyo coalition. Then to any patriotic Kenyan, the kind of utterances Gachagua amekuwa akimake huko US, I think ni vitu zenye zina interfere na peace of a nation, and also on how the US wanaenda kuperceive Kenya. Venye Bob amesema hapa, ukiangalia hizo terror organization kama Al-Shabaab, US imeshinda ikigonga, then somebody who has been a deputy president anakuja kusema that the current government is supporting those organizations zenye zina undermine peace. Then unapata kuna hiyo kutoelewana. Kuna hiyo kutoelewana kabisa, then itakuja kuandamine ama kuinterfere with the peaceful relationship yenye Kenya imekuwa nayo na USA. So Murkomen, yes, alisema Gachagua akikuja kuna hizo issues zenye wanapanga kufanya, but yes, akikuja unajua already kuna watu wake, kuna those people wenye wanasema ni one term. So the fact is akikuja na wamshike, itakuja kuinterfere na security, and itakuja kuinterfere na the current peace that we are experiencing as Kenyans, because vitu zenye amesema huko, if you are a patriot venye Boba amesema hapa, then it doesn't show up. Thank you, Muigai.
Thank you very much. I think I have a question for you, a quick one. Maybe you can respond in 30 seconds. For you, do you think that the peace we are experiencing right now is being manufactured by the government so that they can paint Gachagua in a bad way, so that when Gachagua comes back, then there will be violence and abductions of people again? In 30 seconds.
There's no way the peace we are currently experiencing is being manufactured by the government, but it is something that is manifesting itself on the absence of Gachagua. Why am I saying so? By the time alikuwa hapa, I think you saw a lot of things happening. Even if people were trying to say that it was it was the government stage managing, but the aspect of self-abduction, like kama ile ya MP, kumekuwa na abduction kama vijana wenye walikuja kuji-abduct, ama maybe mtu ali-stage manage, wanapatikana huko Disco Matanga for instance, huko Luanda. Kuna hii issue yenye mehappen juzi ya huyu jamaa, siwezi kumbuka huyu kijana, but the moment unakuja tu kurealize Gachagua anaenda kurudi tena, of course is not going to dance the tone of the government. Yeye atakuja kusema, kuambia wananchi Kenya, nataka wananchi wasikize, unaona. Then the moment hizo vitu atakuja kusema hizo ndio time utapata maandamano zinaanza, abduction tena zinaanza juu yeye. Sasa unapata mostly akikuja yeye atakuwa na propel vitu kama hizo zifanyike.
Okay. Anybody else who has a question for Wodnyako? Aya, kama hakuna swali lingine tuende kwa Shisha Edward. It's your time. I understand you've been here for quite a long time, so you understand what we are discussing.
Yeah, I'm aware. Good evening. Now, my opinion, first on Gachagua and his utterances in US. That is immature, if you ask me. You know, we are in a century that requires personal wisdom. Even if you have ambition to make yourself a leader of a nation, there are things you don't talk. Because after all, you are part of this same regime that you are criticizing. Second, you must understand the role of a deputy president is to deputize the president, meaning to assist the president to rule the country. Now, when you begin discussing ill, even if you have parted ways, I think there it shows you are not a good leader. And very sensible people will not even consider you in a leadership position. So for this matter, you know, in the US, anybody can be entertained, and majority people will be listening, to refresh their mind. But no one, I bet you, no one is taking it so serious as it may look. Second, now he's coming back, this time of him being away. Yes, the country has been in tranquility and experiencing peace. So when he comes back, and I support what Mulkomen is saying, because you see now, when you are having this kind of peace and someone reckless like this one comes back, what happens? We'll start experiencing again some fires, and then you need to begin cooling the fires. So all I'm saying, and perhaps if I was there to advise the government, is there's no need to arrest this man. When they arrest Gachagua, they will give him power, more power. Even that will even threaten more than just allowing him to continue. Let him come. This is his country. Let him come. Let him do whatever he wants to do, speak whatever he wants to speak. Lakini akiongea maneno ya kuchochea watu, then hizi tume zinazohusika na mambo ya uchochezi zimwite wa have a conversation na yeye. Now, second, I think Gachagua needs also to be grilled, because he gave information Kenyans did not know. We did not know that kumbe William Ruto alikuwa anaongea kisiri na Al-Shabaab. So inamaanisha Gachagua ako na evidence. Let him come, go to DCI to write record a statement. Because some of these things we don't take them for granted. If a president of a nation is going to bed with this militia, what does it tell you? What does it tell you? Then we have a log president, and that is not good. And that actually that is even impeachable. If there's evidence, Gachagua aende apeleke DCI, alafu parliament ichukulie hapo. Hata the good thing ni kwamba right now parliament imechemka. Nao watafute makosa, Gachagua haja wapatie evidence, warudi huko parliament waseme sasa wanataka kumimpeach president. I think I'm seeing a situation where the politics is becoming lovely, and I want Gachagua here. But what I do not want is don't arrest Gachagua. Just let him be. Perhaps on the account that he said on allegation of the president talking to this militia, that is impeachable. That is impeachable. That is to say, let him come, not being arrested, but akuwe forced kurekodi a statement. Na ikaprove kwamba aliyokuwa anasema ni uongo, then it is upon the president ku seek for remedy for the lies amepeleka huko nje. No, my last point, it is actually proven that politics in Kenya is about strategy. You pick someone or you pick a team not because you want to work with them. You pick a team because you want them to assist you achieve your goal. And once the team has achieved the goal of making you a president, I think next you look at who actually can work with you. Because as you look at the things the way they are, it was going to be impossible for William Ruto to work with Gachagua. Ask me why. Number one, you can see Gachagua is someone who, is someone so tribalistic. And in the likeness of William Ruto, you can see this guy, even though he's tribalistic, but he doesn't do it in the public eye. Second, William Ruto is a leader who likes to speak and the rest to listen. Gachagua is the opposite. Gachagua, he wants also to be heard. When you speak, you also speak. So you see, this type of two leaders of this kind of ego, it was impossible for them to stay together. You see now, for Kindiki, it is possible for Kindiki to work with William Ruto. One thing, Kindiki, even though Kindiki is a tough man, but you see, he understands the role he has to deputize the president, to speak the language of the president, to support the president. After all, these all governments are formed for a goal. So when you become a deputy president, your goal is to support the deputy, your boss, to support him to achieve his goal. And when your time comes, now you'll do what you want to do. To me, I believe that Kindiki, the pair of Kindiki Ruto, may work well because you need to have a president who speaks, you need to have a deputy president who supports. Even though whatever you are supporting may really not make sense, but you are seen to be supporting the president and you work well. So those are just my few points.
Thank you very much, Shisha Edward, for your contribution. Anybody with a quick question to Edward before we go to Senator Okello? Okay then, Senator Okello, the mic is yours. Senator Okello.
Okay, actually, thank you. I came late.
You know what? Before you go on, you know what we are discussing, or should I brief you?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, no worries. And before you do that, guys who are on the platform, can you please tap, and even those who are in the comment section so that our live can be stable. And those who are wondering where the host is, he's around. It's just that he had issues with the network and I had to step in. So I'm doing this, it's not a permanent thing. So let's continue tapping to make sure that our live continues to be stable. So Senator Okello, what we are discussing here, the host had played a clip of Gachagua when they were campaigning together with William Ruto, and they were in love back then, and Gachagua used to say very sweet nothings about William Ruto, the way he's a trustworthy person, the way he was not like Uhuru Kenyatta, the way he would not betray anybody. And now we see what happened, and now Gachagua all of a sudden is very mad and he is very angry at William Ruto. So that is number one topic. And then the other one is Murkomen, the way Murkomen has said that the coming back of Gachagua is actually a threat to national security. So what do you have to say about those two things?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me begin by saying what Murkomen has said. Maybe indeed, Murkomen is the minister, CS Interior, and he has information if he believes so. In the other way around, the coming of Gachagua might be ikuwa na danger kwa upande wa security, upande wa, kwa sababu ile wakati yenye Gachagua amekuwa Kenya tumekuwa tukiona hizi visanga zikifanyika, abductions nini. Alafu unajua politics ya Kenya is very dirty. Anyone can do anything so long as he or she wants famous, anataka side yake ikiwe popular, anaweza fanya kitu yoyote. Kwa sababu as we speak now, wakati watu walikuwa nakufa Rivayala, the government of today is accusing the government of yesterday. Lakini wale watu wa yesterday, serikali ya yesterday bado inasema watu ambao wako kwa serikali ya sahi walichangia hiyo maafa. So hata Gachagua kurudi, serikali na wasiwasi kwa sababu wakiangalia over the last few days Gachagua alikuwa hapa, watu wakiabductiwa walikuwa wanasema ya kwamba ni Gachagua ndiye ameplan. It can be true or not depending on the evidence that will be table before us. Ndio maana Murkomen akasema Gachagua akirudi anaweza rudia ile vitu alikuwa anafanya, kwa sababu venye ametoka tumekuwa na venye Gachagua ametoka tumekuwa na amani, na haya akirudi sasa tunataka tungoje tuangalie Gachagua akirudi tutakosa hiyo amani ambayo tulikuwa nayo. Kama tutaendelea kukuwa na amani, then it means zile vitu zilikuwa zina happen, zilikuwa zinachezwa na zimeisha. Lakini kama tutarudia kupata shida ambayo tulikuwa tunaipata Gachagua akiwa, then automatically it will mean Gachagua is the responsible of all the atrocities that zilikuwa zina happen. Tu hiyo maneno mazuri yenye mmesema ati before or during the election Gachagua na William Samoei Ruto walikuwa pamoja. You know, politics is all about balancing the interest and balancing the equation and popularity. Hama jamaa wangu ana shift. Kushift na kuanga ni juu that time in 2022 William Samoei Ruto was busy abusing Raila Amolo Odinga. The same way Raila Amolo Odinga was busy abusing William Samoei Ruto. But today William and Raila Amolo Odinga, they are the best friends ever. Haya, ukiangalia Rigathi Gachagua naye sahihi ni adui. But deep down ukiangalia what makes them wachukiane, you will find hakuna, ni kitu kingine tu watu wana manufacture. Na sisi pia kama maraia wa huku chini tuna overread na tuna misread kwa sababu tunaingianga hivi vitu tunawaelewa tofauti. Jamani, interest tu ndio ina shift. Interest ikisha shift mtu anaanza kuona ya kwamba ule mwingine si kiongozi mzuri, lakini when the interest will be catered for, tena utaona wakianza kutana vizuri. Kwa sababu ukiangalia few hours ago walikuwa wanasema Matiang'i ni spy. So wakiendelea kuaccuse Matiang'i, tena utaona watu wa one time wakianza kutusi Matiang'i ni mbaya, na walikuwa wanaongea Matiang'i ni mzuri. Why? Because the interest has now shifted. It is all about interest. Hakunanga kitu mbaya kwa majamaa, na pia sisi tunafaa tujifunze, tusikuwe tunaingia tu ndani yao zaidi hadi tunasahau kuelewa what is going on. It is always all about interest. Hakunanga kitu kingine ya maana, ni interest tu. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Senator Okello. Anybody who has a question or a quick rebuttal for Senator Okello? Okay, but then John Mwiruri, then you are next, and then we go to Olon Kisho. John Mwiruri.
Hello everyone.
Yes, tunakupata John. Umesikia nimerudia hizo topics sahi with the two topics that we are having. Unazielewa, si ndio?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. In like 3 minutes or so.
All right. Mine is to just speak a little about the coming of Gachagua. Can you hear me?
Yes, John, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you clearly actually. Even start with you when you are speaking.
Yes. One, I feel that Rigathi Gachagua's coming has no impact on national security. It's just normal. And I feel that Murkomen has no any reason to just panic about the coming, because it's just politics. And I think Gachagua is trying to get power in other ways, because I think he's trying to get backings from United States. And clearly, you can see William Ruto has shifted from United States. Now he's going all the way to Asia. He's now being backed by China and Russia, of course, because he's following the Raila's way as of now.
Yes, we can hear you. Continue. What do you have to say about the way Gachagua and William Ruto were in good terms back then, and now? I mean, Gachagua and Ruto were in good terms back then, and Gachagua used to say very nice things about William Ruto, him being trustworthy, him being a teetotaler, him being a Christian, and now all of a sudden he says that William Ruto is the worst thing that has happened to Kenya. What do you think about that?
Well, I guess that's politics, because if you remember, there was a time Uhuru Kenyatta said that as a man, it's good to have ambitions, but ambitions must be controlled. The biggest issue with William Ruto is ambitions. He has greed for power, and one thing about William Ruto he just wanted to take over Mount Kenya region, the way just Baba has taken over some regions beyond Nyanza, and he did it without a plan, because impeaching Gachagua was not a good thing to do, and that's why it really looks somehow awkward, and clearly you can see that the president is the loser as of now, because Gachagua is gaining a lot, and I think Gachagua has everything to do to just kulalamika and all those things, and I think the problem we have is William Ruto. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody who has a question for John? Okay, Olon Kishu, you can take the mic.
All right. Good evening, honorable members. Yeah, I have heard the topic of today, but I kindly request for the host to repeat on to clearly brief me on the topic for today.
So basically what happened, there was a clip that was played by Madam Political Arena. So it was basically a clip when William Ruto and Gachagua were campaigning, and they were very good friends. And Gachagua used to praise William Ruto, saying that he's the best person to fix Kenya. He's a Christian. He does not drink alcohol. I think like Uhuru Kenyatta used to do. Basically saying good things about William Ruto. But right now, the same Gachagua is castigating William Ruto, meaning that, of course, the host wants you to talk about the change of the relationship and how things have changed between the two gentlemen. And the other issue is finally on the coming back of Gachagua, where Kipchumba Murkomen, the Minister of Interior, has said that the coming back of Gachagua is a national security threat, meaning that the coming back of Gachagua could lead to maybe animosity or like an issue of insecurity in the country. So basically, maoni yako ni gani kuhusu haya mambo mawili ambayo tumeyazungumzia? Like basically those are the only two topics that we have.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Honorable Mungai.
Moderator, I can play it for him. I can play for the audio once or one more time for them.
No,
Kindly.
I think I have got clearly what the topic's about.
And we must also tell the people of Kenya, the problem between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto could not have come from William Ruto. William Ruto is an honest man, and he's a good man, and he keeps his word. And therefore, William Ruto, the next president of the Republic of Kenya, you shall have nothing but total support and loyalty from Rigathi Gachagua, because that is the way he has been brought up, to have loyalty to his boss, to his friends, to his compatriots, because that is good manners and good upbringing. If you... There are so many people landing in Kenya every day. So I don't know why we should be worried about one person landing. Should we be, should we?
People are not happy.
There are two things to think about what you are saying. One is that in the absence of that leader in the country, or his arrival is a security threat. Which is not entirely, which means you are not really entirely wrong, because in the last few months or weeks he has not been around. The country has been very peaceful, and so you have a point by saying that perhaps the security agency should be prepared for a more chaotic environment as a result of his coming back to the country. Let me say that the security sector is prepared to deal with any insecurity issues. The last time he was around, and there were so many goons in the term of...
So, moderator, over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, before I take over, by the political arena, just maybe I need to be somewhere in like the next 30 minutes, so I also leave. So I will leave that with you. Yeah, thank you so much. Onon, you are next, so I think now it's more even clear now on what we are discussing.
Yeah, very true. It is very clear. I have heard the two clips. And just to begin with, I just want to comment on the concern of the PA security, Mr. Murkomen, on the landing of our former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And for me, I don't even see if it was me, I couldn't even imagine that the PS could feel like there will be a problem or a security threat upon the arrival of Mr. Gachagua. I think the deputy himself has put himself in a situation where can be clearly tested whether he was the problem to the chaotic that actually happened in the recent days when he was within the country, or whether it was the one who contributed or not. Because upon his departure, the country has really remained into calmness, and now everybody can clearly see that there are no these security issues. Ile mambo ya abduction imeisha, watu wametulia, businesses are running smoothly like there before. Hata like security issues imekuwa hata sahii imeenda chini. Hizo mambo ya abduction hatujawahi sikia. So probably CS angepea tu Rigathi Gachagua akuje atulie. We see the ground. Kama ni yeye ndiye atakuja kuleta mchemusho wa watu kuandamana, ku riot, then we will actually know it is Gachagua who was under all these memes. When it comes to the issue of the President William Ruto and Gachagua during the campaigns, I think it is very clear that during that time, everybody, it is politics is about personal interest. And probably everybody, Rigathi Gachagua has its own interest and also the president. So, when you put interest beyond, it can tuseme inaweza kufumba macho that you cannot even see the other side of the coin. You cannot even
Taki kelele mom.
Sorry. So uwezi, hakuna mwenye ataona side ya mwingine, or sometimes you can even see but you assume as much as your political interest is met. And I want to say clearly, Mr. Ruto, the President William Ruto picked Rigathi Gachagua knowing very well he was not sweet. He did not suit the position. I don't know whether you remember during the campaigns, watu walipiga campaign na ikafika mahali, it was just a few days before the election, and that was the time when the President William Ruto was selecting his running mate, Deputy President.
One honorable member, so that we can pass the mic to the next person.
Yeah, between Rigathi Gachagua and the current Deputy President, this one, what is the name? Remind me the name kindly. I don't know. Sorry. So I think the preferred Deputy President was not Rigathi Gachagua. But because of the financial stability for Gachagua, that is what exactly made the president to select Rigathi Gachagua. So he did not pick because it was not a suite, but he preferred Kindiki. And I remember very well, Gachagua was even given during the night when he. So actually, it was just a political interest na kujaribu, and it finance. Hiyo ndio kitu ilileta Rigathi Gachagua. So these guys came when they knew each other. Hawangeenda pamoja.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, honorable member. I'm not sure if there is anyone who would want to rebuttal. There is this guy on my guest list, anaitwa Meru. You cannot disrespect me on my videos, then you come, then you expect me to pull you up. I'll not. I'm sorry. So if there is no one with a question, I'll just pass the mic to honorable member Balu Dalton. Dalton, you can have the mic. Milalu Dalton. Olo, could you mute your mic? Okay, Milalu is not here with us. Engineer Ano, are you there?
I'm here.
Kindly
Okay, you can unaweza nipatia mada because I've joined you almost when you are going on with discussion.
Okay, I think I'm gonna play the audio for the last time for those who are joining us, so that I don't keep repeating myself. It's hectic, you know. So this is Gachagua.
Yeah.
Just mute your mic. I'm gonna play.
If you shall get problems from anybody, it will never come from this family. You know, I had some people saying, oh, if William Ruto picks Rigathi Gachagua is very strong. He could have problems like the ones they were having with Uhuru Kenyatta. Such a problem cannot come from a member of this family. I am a man who was in uniform. Mine is yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And we must also tell the people of Kenya, the problem between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto could not have come from William Ruto. William Ruto is an honest man, and he's a good man, and he keeps his word. And therefore, William Ruto, the next president of the Republic of Kenya, you shall have nothing but total support and loyalty from Rigathi Gachagua, because that is where he has been brought up, to have loyalty to his boss, to his friends, to his compatriots, because that is good manners and good upbringing.
All right, you've had the video. That is clearly Rigathi Gachagua praising His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto. That William Ruto is an honest man. He's a good man. He keeps his words. He praised him. He showered him with words of affirmation and whatever. So we are seeing a different Rigathi Gachagua now. Rigathi is saying that William Ruto is a liar, he's a killer, he's corrupt. I don't know where the rain started beating Gachagua from. What do you think about Gachagua's sentiments? Can you trust him or you cannot trust him? Another issue we are discussing, I'll not play the audio, I'm sorry, is about the CA's Interior, Cabinet Secretary, Internal Security, CS Murkomen. He said clearly that indeed Rigathi Gachagua is a security threat to the country, and the security team is very ready for them. Do you think that maybe they are giving Gachagua mileage and he doesn't deserve one? So those are the two topics of discussion. Honorable Engineer, you can have the mic even as we proceed, and let us continue tapping, guys. Let us tap.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. So when I come to Mada, I think for Rigathi Gachagua, he's blackmailing Kenyans, because when he was given an opportunity to serve Kenyans, Gachagua huyu Gachagua ambaye tunamuona sahi si yule wa kitambo. Kwa nini? Huyu jamaa akiwa kwa serikali alikuwa sana upande wa rais. He normally praise William Ruto. In fact, when opposition demonstrating, yeye ndiye alikuwa threat. Alikuwa anasema Karau hajabeba bunduki ati kupraise wa Kenya. So now analia. Kumaanisha this guy is blackmailing us. He never understand what is politics. He never learn about political science. Unaona? So mimi naona kwake atulie. Unajua angekuwa mtu mzuri ange revenge. Actually jamaa angenyamaza aongoje hizo miaka zikiisha arudi kwa field tumuone vile kama yeye ni ndume. Lakini hii mambo na kuanza kutupatia vitisho na kutukosesha amani, I think haizi pata mileage hata kidogo. Hiyo he will not win Kenyans. For that I assure you. The guy ametukosesha amani sana. Na I think Kipchumba is doing the right thing. When he come back, ni mtu inafaa fungwe. Inafaa fungwe. Inafaa fungwe kabisa. Juu ametukosesha amani. Hiyo ndio naweza sema tuko sahihi kwanza.
Alright, thank you. Kuna mtu anataka kurebuttal kama kuinterject?
I kindly feel like rebattling.
I feel it too.
To engineer.
Okay, then you can go first. Then Ogo can go second. Then Dr. Milalu can go third. So John can go first.
Just a minute to rebuttal on honorable engineer.
Others can mute their mics kindly.
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, carry on.
So what I was saying is about the coming of Rigathi Gachagua. Honorable engineer, mimi naona the CS Kipchumba Murkomen akianza kumkamata Rigathi Gachagua, hatutaweza kujua kama yeye ndiye alikuwa anasababisha hii mambo ya maandamano, all the chaos within the country or not. Angekuwa tu angepewa Rigathi Gachagua kuje aendelea na shughuli zake. We see the ground after much amefika. How will the state look like in terms of so mimi singeona like angefika na akamatwe, kwa sababu hapo ndio watu wataanza maandamano wakisema let him be released. So singeona haja ya kukamatwa.
Right.
But it will disturb us because after all there is an event is going on Kasarani. So akikuja, I think the guy will disrupt many Kenyans. Sasa ndio itulie, wacha shikwe kwanza.
Lakini angeshikwa wakati amefika tu.
We can't go back and forth. I think we had a different moderator here before, but there is a way I do moderate. I was kind of busy. So, John, what was your point of order to Honorable Engineer?
Yes, okay. Let me interject, Engineer kidogo. Now, Engineer was telling us that Rigathi Gachagua doesn't understand political science and everything. And then my question comes in. I want to understand the whole of the top leaders currently in Kenya. Apart from George Natembeya, I don't think in this current government, the whole of Kenya, there is someone who understands governance and administration apart from George Natembeya than Gachagua. These guys are administrators by profession and by career. Thank you.
John,
Okay.
I don't.
Dr. Milalu, engineer, just hold your horses, Kidogo. Dr. Milalu, did you have a question so that he can answer at once?
Yes, not a question though, but before that, allow me to say thank you.
I called you like two times or three times you are not here. So allow engineer to reply to John, then I'll pass you the mic. Guys, could we please tap? Let us tap the screen. We are hanging.
Okay, John. If Gachagua was so when I think Gachagua he doesn't understand this political scenario because first of all he has feelings. Politics haitaki feelings kabisa, na ndio maana nakwambia haelewi vile hii mchezo inachezwa. Angekuwa mtu mzuri huyu jamaa angekuja tulie, angekosoa serikali kwa sahi because he normally know the loopholes, anajua vizuri. Akikosoa sahi serikali, Ruto Mr. President atajua trick ya kukuja nayo na kuziba hizo loopholes. So angenyamaza atulie kwanza. Angekuwa ni mtu amesoma political science na ground, angenyamaza, ange reply sahi, ange revenge sahi. Ndio maana nimekuambia huyu jamaa kidogo hajasoma political science vile kunaenda.
But he calls himself a political scientist. I don't know. So guys, my is who have just joined so that mtu asiniulize tena tafadhali. So kindly listen, then tapea Dr. Milalu kindly for the last time.
If you shall get problems from it will never come from this family. You know, I had some people say, oh, if William Ruto picks Rigathi Gachagua is very strong. He could have problems like the ones they were having with Uhuru Kenyatta. Such a problem cannot come from a member of this family. I am a man who was in uniform. Mine is yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And we must also tell the people of Kenya, the problem between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto could not have come from William Ruto. William Ruto is an honest man, and he's a good man, and he keeps his word. And therefore, William Ruto, the next president of the Republic of Kenya, you shall have nothing but total support and loyalty from Rigathi Gachagua. Have loyalty to his boss, to his friends, to his compatriots, because that is good manners and good upbringing.
All right, where did the good manners go to? Dr. Milali, you can pick it from there. Then tutaenda kwa John. Na tuendelee kutap tafadhali. Dr. Milalu?
Thank you so much, Political Arena, for this chance. First, I want to pick it from just where the engineer Arnold left it, and I have some few questions and some opposing words towards the engineer. Number one, engineer. This Rigathi Gachagua, this is the man who has walked along the political line from Moi, Kibaki, and all those presidents that has been in power. And then the same Rigathi Gachagua, this is the man who has consumed a lot of intelligence. Remember, when he was working with Ruto, he knew a lot about this government. You can remember the time he was talking about the shares. Meaning, this is the same person who had almost 60% of the information about this government. So, in terms of arresting Gachagua, I think this is going to be in the impossible side. This is a man who can't be arrested. Number one, why am I saying this? Remember, for the past time, the Gachagua has been exposing this government, generally exposing this government about the negativity. Despite is the person, he is also he praised him. He praised the same government that he served him. now he is now criticize it, meaning, and is using those criticized information from the same government. Are you seeing? So, Gachagua coming from United States to Kenya, and somebody like Kipchumba Murkomen is talking about arresting Gachagua. Ruto said, the president said it clearly that once the person
I
who's,
think
yes,
you are out of order. We were not basically talking about arresting Gachagua. I think I've played an audio of Gachagua praising the president. So my simple question was, where did the rain start beating Gachagua from? When did Ruto start being a bad boy, a thief, a killer, whatever names that Gachagua called William Ruto? The issue of Murkomen didn't necessarily say that he will have Gachagua arrested. He said clearly that Gachagua is a security threat, that when he was out of the country, now that he's out of the country, there is no chaos in the country. The country is peaceful. That is basically what Murkomen said, engineer.
Okay. Let me answer John. John, about your shareholders. Do you think,
But he has dropped.
he has dropped?
Don't sound you in Amanda.
Okay.
Engineer, you can't answer. John, chukua mic tafadhali.
Acha John basi aniulize.
John, chukua mic tafadhali.
Yes, here I am.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get what engineer is trying to ask.
No, it is not engineer's time. I gave engineer a lot of time, so it is your time, kindly. Give us what you think. Then we move to Isaac, kindly.
Okay, kindly refresh me about the question, kindly, because I was in a call.
You guys are not serious.
Yeah,
Isaac,
okay, I was in a call.
I'll come back to you. Honestly, I'm also human. I can't repeat like 10 times and you are here. Isaac,
Okay,
kindly.
Thank you so much, Madam there and honorable members. I think you have been good. Okay, I've under your crib very well, and I think I've come to why I've requested to be put here. It's because of somebody like engineer. I think the crib is very proud that Gachagua proclaimed himself to be a sir. The way, for example, Kediki is doing now. So I think what happened for me, to my understanding, the most what we saw in these these two gentlemen, is that they could have performed if they were to stick to their manifesto. Manifesto was good. If they were to do what their manifesto was saying, they could have done a lot. So I think the falling apart of Gachagua and Ruto, into my understanding, not what I can see or what people say, is that maybe the way Gachagua is saying that Ruto might have feared Gachagua, because Gachagua seems to be somehow I don't know the word to use, but to be that's a strong man now, be able to mobilize.
Yes, go now.
We don't get you, Isaac.
He's not here. He's not here with us. I think network yake ni mbaya. Dickens, kindly, you can have the mic. I don't know what's up. Dickens, Chairman.
Okay.
German.
Yes, the story concerning Rigathi Gachagua, I think Rigathi Gachagua, the government is trying to make Rigathi Gachagua to look more bigger than maybe what himself he expected. Because when you look at the issue of maybe him coming back to the country, the government should have left him just to do his own thing, maybe to be welcomed by his supporters from the JKIA. He goes to where Jacaranda or Kamukunji addresses his people. Then it might be the event of just one day. It might go like that. But if they will be misadvised to interrupt and maybe make put their police to interrupt or arrest him, now the issue will go overboard. Maybe even his supporters may reach to an extent of even disrupting the ongoing Chan games na jina yake itapanda tu hivyo. So my take in this issue is maybe letting him just do his own thing. Let him come, let him address the supporters, and let it go like that. Another issue which have been raised by an ally to Gachagua, the lawyer Ndegwa Njiru, I don't know if it is right or wrong that Matiang'i is a state-sponsored candidate who has been brought by the NIS.
Yes. Did you get the topic? It is not about Gachagua coming from USA. Did you me what
Why
is
are
being
people
discussed?
out of order today? I'm so tired of repeating the topic. Chairman is now bringing the issue of Matiang'i. We were not even discussing Matiang'i. So I think Chairman is new on this platform. Yeah. Every day we have a topic, yeah, and we have to like talk on whatever topic we have at that time. Yeah. Yeah. So I think if you're done, we can pass the hands. Yeah.
Let me pass the microphone next.
Can I continue? Oh, thank you, Chairman, for allowing me to continue, and thank you again, Political Arena, for this opportunity. To me, I think that from the rumors that we have been hearing again about the issue that during election, when they were nominating Deputy President, there were rumors that Gachagua was not nominated. Even Sammy, just mute your mic, then I finish, you'll be given a chance. Then there were rumors that Kindiki was chosen over Gachagua, but due to the fact that Kindiki maybe had no numbers and against the political power that Uhuru and Raila had mounted, Ruto opted for Gachagua against Kindiki. But there were people who were saying within that community, within that camp, even that former MP from Nakuru County, I've just forgotten the name, that Gachagua was not their best interest, but due to the fact of political issues, due to the fact of political issues and the pressure that Uhuru was mounting, they opted for Gachagua. But let me take a little bit to debate. When they were in debate, Gachagua said that he and Ruto, they cannot go against each other, that they will work together and they will not follow the route that Uhuru was following with Ruto. Little did he know that he will be the first casualty of the same. When he was asked that, will this happen again during your turn, during your time with Ruto? He said that such a case can't happen, that he and Ruto, they will just work together, they cannot go against each other. But I think one of the things that made Ruto's camp to fall out with Gachagua was his terms
Gachagua more likely wanted the government to be only to communities. That's why wherever he was going, he was singing the issue of shares so much. But I think Ruto was not for this, because I never heard Ruto saying about these shares. And there were times that even condemned this before Gachagua was impeached. So there are several occasions where Gachagua was praising Ruto that they cannot fall out, that the government is among them. Those who voted for the government are the first one to be served. So such terms were not portraying the picture well for this government, and some of the members who were insiders of Ruto started complaining even before Gachagua was impeached. So I think that is one of the main reasons that is in public why Gachagua was impeached. Secondly, to me, I think he was impeached because the issues that he used to say, which are not sweet for public, is so mouthy. And even things that he has been saying recently, even the foreign powers can't trust Gachagua with power and secret, because he will immediately they can fall out, he will pour out everything. So such a person is not difficult, is not easy to trust. So the misunderstanding between Gachagua and Ruto, I think that is what led to his fallout and being impeached. But again, from the fact that I've said, the insiders were saying that he was not the best. Maybe they just wanted to use him as a scapegoat, then impeached him. That is what I can say, unless someone has a question.
Thank you. Anyone with a question? Anyone?
I just wanted to add something.
Do you want to ask a question or you want to give your points, engineer? Yeah?
Can I, is it my time?
I've asked if there is anyone who would want to rebuttal or interject. That is my question. Is there anyone? If there is none, you can have the mic.
Yes, there
And
is.
guys, me, I'm going to close this thing up because you guys, mnataka hii live hang. You guys are not tapping. You're just here. You're not doing anything. You're not tapping the screen.
The host, I have a question for Dickens.
Yeah.
Hello.
Today you are meant to listen to.
Yes, my question is, my question comes from where Dixon has said Rigathi Gachagua used to talk more about shares, but keeping in mind that it was a coalition, they came into power as a Kenya Kwanza coalition, with them dividing the possessions according to the number of population of the communities. For example, William Ruto offered himself as the leader of Kenya Kwanza, and he went out with the presidential thing. Rigathi Gachagua from Mount Kenya, of course, he was number one in terms of votes, but he came out to be the deputy. Number 3 was supposed to be Moses Wetangula, because it is very clear Wetangula was number 3 in delivering the votes. Now, my question is, how wrong was Rigathi Gachagua on demanding the share for Mount Kenya? Thank you.
Oh, thank you, brother, for such a question. But are you privy to the Constitution of Kenya?
Yes.
Okay. What does it say about the distribution of resources? That it says that those who voted for the government, especially the executive, should be served first. Are they the ones to benefit from things like roads, which Gachagua was saying that even if you need road, those who have voted the government should be served first? If you need education, no, let me answer you. I'm answering you.
Let me guide you on my question. because you are moving away from my question. I'm not asking the division of resources. It's all about government setup, the making up of the government, right?
Let me, okay, I'm good. But now, brother, I was not talking about the makeup of the government, because that one they